Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make Puerto Rican Sorullitos de Maíz. So the word Sorullitos means little rolls. These are rolled up corn fritters that can either be stuffed with cheese, which is how I'm going to make them today, or they can be made plain. They are a little sweet and a little savory, very delicious, slightly crispy on the outside, buttery and creamy on the inside. They can be enjoyed as either an appetizer or an afternoon snack with some black coffee, which is my favorite way to enjoy them. So yeah, let's get into it. So my preferred cornmeal for making sorullitos is a pre-cooked cornmeal. Today I'll be using Goya's masarepa, which is very easy to find, and I find that pre-cooked cornmeal just gives the sorullito a much better texture. So I have my small caldero here and it's set over medium-high heat, and I'm gonna start by adding 1 cup of cold water, followed by 1 cup of milk. I'm using 1% milk, but any percentage is fine. And for a dairy-free option, full-fat coconut milk or even low-fat coconut milk will work really well. Now I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of salted butter. A 1/4 cup of white sugar, and about 1 teaspoon of salt. So now I'm gonna stir this up really well so that the butter can melt, and also so that my sugar and salt can completely dissolve. I'm not gonna bring this to a boil. I'm just going to heat the liquid until it's nice and hot. So now that my liquid is nice and piping hot, I'm gonna add 1 cup and 1/4 cup of the fine yellow pre-cooked cornmeal. And I'm gonna mix that up really well and as quickly as I can. I'm not too worried about having some lumps in there. It really doesn't matter. I just wanna make sure that everything is as well combined as it can be. And as I'm mixing my sorullito mixture, I'm gonna turn off my stove because the heat is no longer needed. And I know that I am done mixing when the consistency of my mixture resembles soft, fresh Play-Doh. All right, so now I got my first step out of the way, and now it's time for the fun parts to make my sorullitos. So I let my mixture here cool for about a minute, not too long, because it cools down very quickly. It's hot, but it's still pretty manageable to handle with my hands. So I have a bowl here of very cold water, and I have a couple of sharp white cheddar pieces that I'm going to be stuffing inside my sorullitos. You can of course omit the cheese, and you can also use any kind of cheese that you like. So I'm gonna grab about 2 tablespoons of my mixture. I'm just eyeballing it. If you have like a cookie scooper, even better. So I'm gonna dip my other hand in that very cold water, and what this is going to do is it's going to help moisten my cornmeal mixture, because cornmeal dries out very, very quickly, and this is going to help prevent cracks in our sorullitos. I mean, a couple of cracks is okay, but it's going to help prevent it from drying out completely. So yeah, I'm just gonna flatten it in between my hands, and then I'm gonna get 1 little piece of cheese, and I'm just going to wrap the mixture around the cheese. And once I have it pretty evenly in there, I'm just gonna roll it in my hands. Hence, like I mentioned earlier, why they're called sorullitos, which means little rolls. Now it's time to fry my sorullitos, and I have here about 1.5 inches of vegetable oil in my deep frying pan, and I'm just gonna gently place my sorullos inside the pan. So I was able to make about 16 sorullitos. Most of them had cheese and some of them did not. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cook these on each side until they're nice and golden. For me, it took about 6 or 7 minutes or so on each side. So now my sorullitos are ready to be removed from my pan, and as you can see, a couple of them split open because of the cheese. That is totally normal, and I personally kind of like that. So I'm just going to transfer these over to a plate lined with paper towels, and I'm gonna let them cool for about 5 minutes before eating. Alright, and that is all for today's video. These sorullos are bomb. Please make this recipe, and if you do, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you have not subscribed, please do so and hit that notification bell because I try to come out with a new video every single week. So in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy these sorullos with some hot black coffee, which is my favorite, and I personally like to dip them inside my coffee. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, that's okay. That's fine. You don't have to do it. So yeah. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.